Welcome into this Bobcat Sports Network exclusive. I'm Dan Wallace here with you today. Today we're joined by co-CAC Swimmers of the Year for Frostburg State, Macey Nitchie on the women's side, Christian March on the men's side, and head coach Justin Anderson. Macey and Christian, I want to start with this for you two. You are Swimmers of the Year in the CAC, the first time it's ever been done for Frostburg State to have it on both the men's and the women's side. What was it like for the two of you to share that experience together?
I think it was really cool to be able to share it together. I think that's one of the coolest ways for it to happen. It made it more exciting and made it way easier on me to watch Macey swim all of her events before me. And it was a great way to get pumped up for all my races, and yeah, it was really cool to see.
Yeah, I definitely think that if it was just me getting all the conference honors or just Christian getting all the conference honors, it definitely would have made the whole weekend just not the same. So doing it together, and especially that we both got first in the 50 freestyle. I did it first, and then 5 minutes later Christian got the title, so that just made it even more cooler.
The other thing was, this past weekend at the CAC Championships, the two of you were breaking records left and right that, quite frankly, you had both set earlier in the season. What was that like for you two, the experience of this weekend, smashing all of those records?
I think just the records were just one part of it. Just being able, just swimming best times is always just a good thing. Swimming even just near your best times is another. So just being able to swim your best times is always great.
Yeah, I agree with Macey. And then I think seeing the records drop and everything got everyone pumped up for all their races because it got the whole team involved. And it just made it more fun to get into the pool for the next swim every time.
Yeah.
Now, Justin, what was it like for you to have these two since their freshman seasons and to see them smash all of the records that they have since they've been here?
Yeah, it was unbelievably exciting. Both Macey and Christian were actually the first recruits that committed for Frostburg for my first season in my first recruiting class. And to see them come from where they were freshman year to be conference champions their junior year was amazing. And to see the conference recognize that by voting them Swimmer of the Year was really exciting and kind of a recognition for the progress our program's made in that time.
Now, Christian, let's start with you. How have you seen yourself grow as a swimmer since you first started here at Frostburg?
I think every season and just growing throughout every season, I've started to enjoy the sport more and more, and just been more fun getting in the pool each time and watching myself progress and watching the team progress, and it's kind of made it all worth it at the end. So,
Macey, what about you? How have you seen yourself improve since you first started here?
If you would have told me 3 years ago that I was going to be getting my first NCAA B cuts, I would have told you that you're absolutely crazy. I think I've dropped probably 30 seconds in my 200 freestyle, and now that was my first event. I got the NCAA B cut, so I've definitely learned to enjoy the sport and appreciate it, and know that I've gotten so much from swimming now, and so I just think I've not improved as a person but as a swimmer also.
Justin, I'm sure it's been a very rewarding experience for you to see these two grow since they first got here. How have you seen that out of them?
Yeah, both of them came in as incredible, just raw athletes, and I was really excited to be able to work with them. Like Macey said, she's dropped over 30 seconds in her 200 freestyle, which just doesn't happen in college swimming very often. So that's been unbelievably exciting, and to see Christian progress. I mean, he's dropped over 10 seconds in his 200 breaststroke, and it's been kind of really rewarding, fulfilling, and kind of a sign that what we're doing with our coaching staff is really paying off. And we've been lucky to have really good grad assistants and to have kids that buy into the program and show that it works if you put in the work, and these two really show that hard work does pay off when you buy in.
Now, the Eastern Collegiate Athletic Conference Championships, they're coming up next weekend. What are the goals that the two of you have set for yourselves for the championships?
Well, I think that since ECACs is pushed back a week later, we have a lot more time to recover from champs and get our bodies back into racing mode, so hopefully we'll be able to swim near our best times, if not better, and make it back for finals, because a lot of the teams at ECACs are really tough swimmers, and so hopefully we have the chance to compete and race against them.
Yeah, I think it's another great opportunity to swim more events and we get to swim against Division I competition. So I think it's going to be some of the best competition that we've seen, and I'd hope to see more records fall, and I just hope everyone has fun swimming fast at this meet.
What about you, Justin? What are the goals that you've set for not just these two, but the Frostburg swim team as a whole for the championships?
Yeah, so it should be a really exciting ECAC championship for us. My first year here, we only had one man and one woman qualify for the meet, and this year we've got 6 men and 7 women going to the meet. So it's a lot more exciting to have almost a full team squad there. I'd like to see a score in every relay we've got going. We've got men's relays going for the first time in team history, which is really exciting. So if we can get those back top 16, on the women's side, we've got 3 relays going, which is more than we've ever sent. If we can get each of those back top 16 and then get our individual qualifiers in Macey, Emily, and Maddie, and Christian and Jacob to score in finals, that'd be really big, because like they said, it's a mix of D1, 2, and 3 competition. So instead of going in as the top dogs in a lot of our events, we're going to be, you know, maybe striving to make it into that A final in the 8th spot and knock out some of those D1 talent kids.
Now the final question for you two. You two have kind of spoiled us this year with what you guys have been able to do. Your senior years are coming up next year. What should we expect from you two?
I think senior year is definitely going to be one for the books. Like, we set the expectations high this year, and it's good to know that we still have one more year to improve, and both me and Christian are improving every year. So for me, I'd definitely like to drop those NCAA B cuts and possibly make the invite time for the national championships.
Yeah, I would love to hit some invite times next year, and I really hope that we just come in right where we left off at the end of the conference meet this year, and get right back to it and break more records, and hopefully even see different events than we saw this year and more variety events. So I think that'd be really cool.
I'm sure for you, Justin, it's going to be hard to see these two go after next year. What do you expect to see from them?
Yeah, like they said, I think next year is the year that, you know, they've got a great shot at making NCAA championships. It would be awesome for our program. We haven't had someone compete at the national championship meet since 1995. So getting swimmers back there, especially on both the men's and women's side, would be huge for the program. And I think with the group of talented incoming freshmen we've got, you know, we're going to really make a move to push up in the conference next year. And with leaders like them who, you know, are evidence that the program's working, that people are going best times, people are improving each season, that the hard work does pay off at the end of the year. I think it's really exciting for everybody who's looking at coming here.
That was a Bobcat Sports Network exclusive. For Christian March, Macey Nitchie, and Justin Anderson, I'm Dan Wallace.